Hello!
And welcome back. Today, we've got a special episode. Episode number 9 of Radical Red is post-recording. Oh yes, there was a tragic incident with our recording, and, well, every single piece of the audio sounds exactly like this. And it's really, really, really bad. So, I had to do it all post. So, in the last episode, we went through Mount Moon and fought Archer, and we did a great job. Almost lost Simba, but we did a great job. And we came out here, and I did some grinding before the episode, as you saw, and the results of that are thus. We have Shantae the Gyarados at level 24, and she's looking good. She almost died a couple times during grinding, which was wild. The stats look great. Well, as great as they can. E+ attack. We're gonna play with that. Nice and quick, I guess. Intimidate's always an amazing ability, and right now, even though she's got these lower digits and stats, she's gonna be able to take some hits. Twister was a new move. We have Billy the Skiddo at level 24 here, A- in attack, which is up at 50, which is great. This is an excellent mon for being a basic evolution and being level 24. Razor Leaf, Leech Seed, Growth, and Synthesis, kind of trying to run that Razor Leaf stall, stack his stats, and go. We'll see if we can use that. We got Kai Burnus, the Charmeleon, still looking for the name Raider. Lonely Nature to boost attack, and we've leaned into that. B+ in attack, 51, looking good. Would be better as a special attacker, but hey, his attack would be only like 53, so who cares? I don't think we've ever used Blaze. Yeah, Fire Fang, Rock Tomb, Power Up, Hit, and Metal Claw. So, strong moveset. We have Simba the Luxio, level 25, almost died in the last episode. Holding Blessel Band, great attack power, great ability, just all around excellent mon. So happy to have Simba. I don't know what we'd do without him. TNL 8, Spark, Doll Eyes, Bite, and Roar. And over here, we have Dixie holding Wise Glasses, Impish Nature. Wise Glasses coming in clutch because her special attack isn't actually that great. It's 34. Her attack is better, but because of those Wise Glasses and the move you're about to see, bring it up me, please. I must be talking about stats or something right now. Scald, base 80 Scald just changes people's lives. It's great. And last, we have Raven, the level 24 Golbat, Gentle Nature, Poison Flying, looking good. Just trying to get that friendship up because Golbat's great and so is Crobat. Nice spread of stats, good special defense. I don't like how the defense is low, but hey, it's C-, whatever. Sniper, which is an illegal ability, wing attack, bite, confuse ray, and roost. Just a excellent mon, Raven. Hits hard, takes hits, and will continue to do that for a while. So yeah, that is what happened in the last episode and what happened in grinding. You'll notice in the last episode I ended it by saying, oh, we need to get Kai Burness out of here because he's he's weak to the water gym. So I wasn't even thinking water. I was like, we just have to get him out here. Anyone we bring in is going to be the right choice. Any mon. So I was like, well, we'll bring in LaFant. And LaFant is possibly, nice 6,000 right there. LaFant is possibly the worst mon we could bring in on that gym, because not only is he weak to everything water, being a ground type, but he has the Donphan line doesn't really get special defense. That's not something that they really get. I believe I'm pretty sure that the physical attack defense sort of combination there takes a lot of physical hits. But even so, it's not taking a freaking water pulse or God forbid a scald. So, and in conjunction with that, Donphan gets like nothing for stab level up moves. It's unbelievable. It is like it's second gen Sand Slash, where Sand Slash doesn't get Earthquake in Gen 1. I don't think Donphan gets it in Gen 7 and 8 movesets either. So I remember the moveset was just garbo. So, what was it? A couple minutes into grinding, I'm like, wait, I'm stupid. So I grabbed 21 and leveled him up to 22, actually, and evolved him. So now he is feeling good. We'll have that sub for the gym, even though I neglected to consider we get 2 more encounters before we even get to the gym. So how about that? Right now, I'm looking at the Pokemon and I'm like, all right, we're gonna use that money and we're gonna change someone's nature. And in hindsight, after having already done it, if we had literally anything else to spend that money on, I would feel regret. But we don't. We have 20 of each potion type. We have a bunch of Pokeballs. We're doing fine on money. It's like, may as well get 7 stat points. Who knows if it comes in handy? And we end up choosing Shantae for the nature change to Adamant. And my logic was, Shantae is already busted. She's already got she's way stronger than anybody on our team, and it's going to stay that way for like 10 more levels probably. So let's take a great thing and make it even greater. And we see that it boosted the attack from 70 to 77. So it's like, But not having our defense lowered is almost just as useful, especially considering rock type moves. And on top of that, Gyarados already has great special defense, so having that gentle nature on there wasn't doing a lot for us. We already had that boost. I always talk about it. Gyarados has special defense that's way higher than it ever really should be. It's ridiculous. And this guy over here, he can groom our Pokemon, so we're going to be doing that once we have $500. I think I forget in this episode, but whatever. That's how it goes. I always forget. Searching for items, we find a rare candy, which is pretty rare. And get out of this man's house. What are we doing here? This guy evaluates our Pokemon's happiness, so of course I check Raven. And Raven's nowhere near evolving, so we may as well go Groomer. And then we have the Berry Crush speed rankings over here, and I was like, oh, well, maybe there's berries in this house, and I run in place a little, and no, just a nicely made dresser. What an interesting thing. Policeman over here is all like, Team Rocket's behind this crime, but we're having trouble with them, and there's Team Rocket. All right. And Goblino pulls up here, and he makes fun of me for struggling along back here. I'm doing great. I'm Goblino. And he's going to fight us. And lo and behold, Goblino is carrying a team of 4 Mons that are roughly all level 19. So we are way over leveled for this fight. And it's funny because I got to listen back to myself talking and trying to freaking fix the sound for this episode. And I was like, I'm just desperately trying to justify being this far over leveled. It's so funny. I'm like, well, the game it's a hard game, so being over leveled, and then there's a level cap, and I'm almost glad that we're not getting the audio for that. Hearing me just backpedal on over leveling. I'm over leveled. I'll be over leveled for the next several fights. Once we get to the gym leader, we're not fighting it in this episode. Oh, spoilers, but we're not fighting her in this episode, so I don't know what her levels are, but if she's anything like Brock, she's going to be right up next to the level cap, so we will get a difficult encounter. I just don't want another Archer situation, where we go and we fight a Mighty Enna that has its stats boosted out to heck, and we're in trouble. So right there was a nice strategy. That Rockruff came in and it used Howl, and being a rock type, it could lay the smackdown on Shantae, so a Roar coming in handy a lot there. And this is just funny. This War Turtle's obviously supposed to be this bulky tank that stresses your party, but Shantae just goes 1-to-1 bite with it, all the way down to nothing, without healing at all. Like this, I'm laughing my butt off because of how strong Shantae is. And I mean, yeah, we're 3 levels above it, but this is just such a... And it's a Gyarados. It's because it's a Gyarados. Gyarados is so strong at this point in the game. It's sinful to have one, but this makes it just an S-tier Nuzlocke mon because it can do anything this early. It's just, Shantae can do whatever she wants. And now we click Roar again because I know what this guy's gonna go for. I know he's gonna go Howl again, or at least that's what I expected. But he goes Rock Tomb, and right here we see that nature change. That 8 HP, I didn't calc it, but I'm gonna bet that we would have died without that nature change. Just a couple stat points lower, and maybe a shift on the dice, and Shantae would have dropped there. But we get this nice switch, and Shantae's down like two attack already. So I'm like, great. We're switching to Simba, and Simba just -1 to attack. Simba is such a good mod because he's not going to take any damage. Just none of these tough physically attacking mons like Staravia over here. There's nothing. -1 to your attack, gets sparked. Staravia's toast. We're eating bird tonight, guys. We're having ourselves some falcon, I guess. Yummy. Anyway, it comes back to Rockruff, and I'm like, you're okay, Rockruff. And I'm like, I used a pseudo Rockruff in a Pokemon ROM hack, and it was okay, yeah. You're not taking a spark from muscle-banded Simba right now. It's not happening. And then Goblin's all like, oh, take it easy. And I'm like, okay, whatever, dude. He has the cool sprite, though. He really does. I have a cool sprite, actually. I have the one that I think it's the red sprite from... It would have to be the red sprite from Gen 4, but the thing about that is you don't... It's in the Gen 2 graphics. I don't think it's the same. I'm gonna have to check that. I'm gonna remind myself. And by saying I have to check that and I remind myself, I'm not gonna do it. I should really write it down now, but I'm still not. Anyway, he gives us the fame checker. Yep. I can look up famous people, I guess. I guess that's cool lore. The only Pokemon lore that I really want is the Arceus lore, so I mean... Power to me. Now I can check out Professor Oak. Yay! I always wanted to know about him. But yeah, I go and I check out the fame checker right now because I just have to. And I expected it to be in alphabetical order, even though I just scrolled past Berry Pouch halfway through the list, but whatever. Yeah, so Oak, Daisy, and Bill. Very strange. I don't know why. I get why Oak and Bill are in here, but why is Daisy in the fame checker? That's Goblin's sister, by the way. That's the one in Pallet Town who gave us the map. Hey, Roxworth. I was gonna say hi to him. Yeah, she gave us the map, so I don't know what's going on there. Anyway, we switch Billy out front because we're like, yeah, Billy's gonna be great, and then Island Man appears over there. We go fight Bugcatcher Jim. I don't know. What's his name? Tell me his name, please. Oh, it's Kale. Huh. Kale, really? Like, the vegetable, I guess. So right away, we're up against a bug type, and I'm like, oh, great. We just put Billy out front. Now we gotta switch, and Shantae takes damage, and ugh. This is gonna be a trend, by the way. And she goes... He goes Endure with it, so and then he doesn't click at turn 2. Cool. And just dies. The end. Our team gets a crap ton of EXP from that EXP share. And then Joltik comes out, and I'm like, okay, yeah, that's real scary. Like, I should switch. I think I actually say, like, oh, I should switch. But it's a Joltik. Bye, Joltik. Joltik can do nothing. You could pay Joltik money to hurt Shantae, and it wouldn't be able to do it. Not a Joltik at that level. Not a Joltik. And Cricketune comes out. I'm not even paying attention at this point. I don't even notice that Cricketune doesn't take that, and I get growled. I can't remember. I don't even know what I'm talking about, but I'm probably throwing shade at freaking Joltik. Oh, man. And the rest of the team gets EXP. Great EXP out here. We got Ledyba coming out next. Mach Punch Ledyba. As little damage as it could possibly do to us. And bye-bye. Just a terrible bug-type team, except for Cricketune. I will always have a warm spot in my heart for Cricketune. And that is because of a completely different game. I'm second. Now it's serious. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that, lass. Allie. You and your Snubble, I think, are about to get smacked. Oh, actually, I say literally the exact same thing when we fight her. And I'm like, oh man, I shouldn't talk like that. This is Radical Red. You know, even a level 16 Snubble could be dangerous. And I kind of stand by that, because that's the exact same attitude I had that got us beat up by Archer. I was like, haha, you have level 14 Mons and I'm at level 19. You guys are dumb. And then Archer came through with his busted Mightyena and freaking ice fanged us into the dirt. So yeah, I changed my game and I was like, alright, well, we'll smartly switch and we'll make sure we're paying attention. And Powder Snow doesn't really do much to Kyburnus, because Kyburnus is amazing. And that Fire Fang burns Smoochum's lips, and that's it. Bye, Smoochum. I think she has one more Mon. I'm going to try to guess it before she sends it out. I can't remember. Teddy Ursa. Shoot, I wasn't even close. And we're like, well, Teddy Ursa's a normal type, so may as well hit it with a fighting move. I can really appreciate a physical attack Charmeleon, all right? You know, we can't do special attack, and now our moveset isn't even close to being able to pull that off, so it's interesting, I guess. I really wish we had some sort of setup or status move on him, but Ember and Fire Fang burning something is the closest we can get right now. So we'll have to rely upon Power Up Hit, even though I guess that's a reliable move. If we have the opportunity to boost our attack, using something like Howl wouldn't be better, because we wouldn't do any damage anyway. So I guess Power Up Hit really is best case scenario for trying to run physical attacking Charmeleon right now. And I'm not sure when we'll get the Mega Bracelet, because I know they're in this game. Freaking Mega Houndoom's the box art mon for this game. Like, in the first screenshot they show you on Poke Community is like you double battling a Mega Mawile and a Mega Houndoom. They're right there. I know they're in the game. There's freaking Dynamax too. What do you expect? I'm not spoiling myself. So, I'm not sure when you'll get the Mega Bracelet. Probably, at the rate levels are going, probably sometime around the third or fourth gym. And Charizard X can do physical attack like nothing else, because it gets Tough Claws, which boosts the effect of physical attacking moves, or moves that make contact by like 30%, I believe. Another battle where we have to switch Billy. So once we get there, that's great. I don't think I've ever used Mega Charizard Y, by the way, which, you know, anybody who's all like, oh, you're stupid for liking Mega Charizard X. Y is so much stronger with Solar Power and Flamethrower and Sunny Day and crap. I think his ability is Solar Power. I can't remember. Maybe it's Drought. I have to look that up. But I've literally never used Mega Charizard Y. I don't know how good it is. I know that in Pokemon Go, Mega Charizard Y had more CP than Mega Charizard X. I know that, so maybe it's supposed to be stronger. Probably has a higher base stat total. I still like Tough Claws Mega Charizard X. And Mega Charizard X looks infinitely cooler than Mega Charizard Y. If you disagree with me, you have clearly never seen Mega Charizard X. You're biased. You're wrong. I'm right. Bye-bye. So this is the last... I think this is the last... I don't even remember this fight. I recorded this like 4 hours ago, and I don't even remember this. Because I just beef him. I'm like, Razorleaf, bye. Thanks for playing. I win, you lose. And this guy's like, oh, I suck. Maybe you should have more than one Mon, dude. I mean, Loudred's... You know, stage 1, Loudred, I guess it's cool. Might be better if you had, like, 3 stage 1 Mons at this point. You know, you have to expect we're around level 20, 21, right? I mean, if we're playing Radical Red and we're already this far, we're probably not dumb. Anyway, we have Rocket Guy over here, and he's all like, oh, hey, how's it going, dude? You did a great job on beating 5 contest trainers. It's like, join Team Rocket. And I'm like, professional criminals? No, thank you. Want to join? Are you sure? Yeah. Come on, join us. No. I'm telling you to join. Nope. Okay, you need convincing. No, I don't. I'll make an offer you can't refuse. How about I beat you senseless instead? Yeah. And he goes from wearing white to black, I guess. I don't know. He just takes off his uniform like that. And he sends out Axew to start. And you're not going to believe this. I've been harping on in Heart Gold that terrified that we'd run into this guy. But he leads with freaking Dragon Rage. And I go, ah! I go, ooh! I go, oh no! And we land Leech Seed. And because we land Leech Seed, we get back to 41. I'm like, you know what? This isn't that bad. And I was going to click Synthesis, but I'm like, why stall? I'm going to go Razor Leaf. I'm going to go Razor Leaf and do just a little chip to this guy. It's not going to do much, but it's going to do enough that it makes it worth it. And we lived as Dragon Rage. I knew we'd live it. You know, we live on 1. And I'm like, okay, well, do we stay in now? I was like, no, because there's no guarantee Synthesis gives us 33 HP back, or 34 HP. And I'm like, well, Shantae can take 2 of them no matter what. So I'm like, let's do that, please. And Intimidate, just in case this guy's like, oh, I'm going to use Dragon Claw. He has Dragon Rage already. Why not use Dragon Claw, too? May as well use freaking Dragon Ascent while you're at it. I mean, come on, hit me with everything, dude. But yeah, he's at half health, and I'm like, I like my odds here. So I click Bite. I click Bite, hoping to take him out, and he's a bulky Axew, but he clicks Scary Face. So yeah. He was probably thinking like, oh, I'll Scary Face the setup, Dragon Rage, then he'll take me out, and whatever I send in next will be faster. And that doesn't really work out because Leech Seed ends his Axew, gives Gyarados almost 60% of his HP here, or more than 60%, and he sends out Golbat. And I'm like, well, I'm not freaking afraid of Golbat. Not when I have Shantae sitting out in the field. But he lands that Confused Ray, and I'm like, great. Well, we're starting to get to the point. I don't have a great counter for Golbat. I don't have a great switch in. I have a great check, but I got to switch to Simba. I'm like, well, if he hits Simba too hard here, we might have to switch and then switch back. So I'm always preparing for that situation. But he doesn't use Confuse Ray, which is he uses Wing Attack, and we resist it. And then he doesn't go Confuse Ray on the second one. So all stress is off. It guarantees our hit with Spark, and he's not taking Spark. I was thinking he'd go Confuse Ray, we'd hurt ourselves, and then I'd be like, all right, well, maybe we got to switch because the damage is piling up. But nope, he just gives it to us. And you see the level cap there. Level cap's 28. If we get to level 28, Simba won't listen to us. But he got 27 EXP at level 27, so the chances are he won't level up. I talk about that in the episode. I'm speaking about that level cap because I don't want to hit it. The moment we hit 28, that Pokemon can no longer fight with us against Misty. And we need Simba to fight Misty. Simba is like, I mean, Misty's probably going to have Quagsire or Wooper at the very least. And she could have Seismitoad or Palpitoad or one of those evolutions. Or Gastrodon. God forbid she has freaking Gastrodon. She has Gastrodon. I'm going to cry. Oh, man. Gastrodon is very strong. Gastrodon gets Sap Sipper. Sap Sipper Gastrodon has no weaknesses? Yeah, I don't think it has any weaknesses, and it's just bulky as all get out. It'd be very dangerous. Anyway, this is our Route 24 encounter, a Petilil. And I struggle to remember Petalil's evolution name, and I still don't know what it is. I am going to look that up right now, actually, because there is no reason I don't know it. Ooh, I typed in Petilil, and I'm not even getting Petalil. Petalil evolves into Lilligant, and Lilligant isn't a bad Pokemon. Lilligant, I've used Lilligant. Lilligant's 480, but it has 110 special attack, so extremely redeeming stats there. And we catch it, and oh yeah, Billy, I was looking away, sorry. Billy learns Bulldoze here, which is freaking amazing, and I'm like, well, I hate, even in the battle where we were setting up Leech Seed, I still didn't want to use Synthesis. I wanted to switch, because Leech Seed works no matter what. Leech Seed works regardless of who's in. So I'm like, we're keeping that no matter what. Growth is great. If I get a free turn to set up Growth, I'll probably do it. But then we catch Petalil, and I'm like, oh, well, I have a perfect nickname for Petalil. It's Gloriosa. No, not Gloriosa, just Gloria. So and I'm saying she might come on the team to fight Misty. That might be a good move, because Lilligant is, like I said, base 110 special attack, 90 speed, and the learn set, he doesn't like that. Oh, wait, what? I think we need a Sunstone to evolve it. Yep, never mind. Gloria needs a Sunstone to evolve. All right, well, that kind of puts the kibosh on our plans there, but we still have one more encounter, so who knows what we get. Shane over here sends out Skiddo, and we're all set with Kyburnus, and I'm like, you don't know Bulldoze yet. And we miss Firefang. Yay! Thanks, Kyburnus. Kyburnus is a great mod, it's just Firefang isn't reliable. I said it in the episode, I'll say it again. I regularly get rid of the higher power moves for higher accuracy moves. Missing just screws my strategy. I do not like to risk a stronger move for missing at all. I do not like it, especially in Nuzlocke anyway. If it's like a different battle format where I can lose Mons, of course I'm gonna run Firefang all freaking day. Same thing with recoil moves. I'll run like War back in Empyrean, running what even was it? I can't remember. I always forget this. I was streaming and I forgot the name of the move. Flare Blitz. Thank you. Flare Blitz, and War's attack was busted, so Flare Blitz would almost always kill, or almost always hurt War. So, yeah, not fun. And yeah, I go check out Gloria. I put Gloria on the team. Oh, I remember this. I'm like, who do I take off? I don't know. And I'm like, I'll take off Dixie. Dixie's a good one. My logic being, I'll take off Dixie for now because she's not as strong, and she's not going to particularly be useful in the... Well, she's already level 26, so it didn't matter who I took off, but we want Dixie to live until we get a Water Stone. So keeping Dixie off the team and using something else, we can keep her alive until we get that Water Stone, and then Dixie becomes very strong throughout the middle of the game, and then we may even be able to use her towards the end, depending. And I accidentally click on Caliburst EVs, and I'm actually somewhat pleased with them. I mean, he has those 105 attack. I'm not sure if we'll get the EV reducing berries or what, or if there's just an EV resetter later on in the game, but we'll have to visit them because the stats are already screwed up. I hope we get the berries. And then I'm like, oh man, we found a freaking den. I already burned my encounter, but it's a Magby, and I'm like, well, if we were gonna have one of these two Mons, yeah, Magby, Magmar, Magmortar are great, but I kind of want Petalil more. And that was before I realized, oh, Petalil evolves with a freaking Sunstone. And we don't have a Sunstone, we have a Moonstone. But yeah, and then I get here, and I'm like, well, it's raining. I just took Dixie off the team. I didn't know it was raining over here. And then it reminded me, I was like, oh, well, what if Misty has a rain team? That's gonna be busted. If she has Sap Sipper Gastrodon, as I am now expecting, and she has a rain team, oh my lord. Talk about brutal. Normally she just has Star You Star Me. There are no alternate versions of Staryu and Starmie as far as I'm aware. I don't think this game is making anything up, but Brock had that Vulpix, so I wonder if she'll have like Togepi or Psyduck on her team or something. I remember the anime to that much. I remember Brock had a Vulpix in the anime for some reason. But great encounter here. Talk about answer to our prayers, dude. If anything can possibly like put up a fight against Sap Sipper Gastrodon, it would be Marill over here. Marill is Water Fairy, and Azumarill, well, Marill Azumarill. Azumarill is Water Fairy, and it gets huge power. And it takes a mon with not great stats, 80 in its defenses, it's okay, 50 attack, and it makes it 100 attack with that 80. It takes a 410 mon and makes it 460. With a Water Fairy typing, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good mon for this point in the game, especially with huge power. You can go and get Play Rough. It gets Play Rough and Aqua Tail by level 25. So Marill is a perfect mon to bring with us to that gym. Especially against what are probably going to be specially defensive water types. Yeah, and we nicknamed Marill Q. Nope. No, not that. I screwed up. We name it Pika Blue. I remember the Pika Blue myth from back in like Gen 1 times. People, I think they saw like the leaked artwork or something for Marill, and people were like, oh, well, it's actually in the Gen 1 games, even though it was a Gen 2 mon. They're like, well, it's blue, and it looks like Pikachu, so they called it Pika Blue, I believe. And Pika Blue was like level 99 mon, and it had like 1 million in every stat. You know how it goes. The old myths before the internet was really, really fleshed out, and you could be like, oh, well, my friend in 2nd grade is lying about having Pika Blue. Well, not my friend. I didn't have friends, but you know what I mean. We all knew that kid. So I send out Raven to take care of Timber. And again, the game is trying to lull me into that false sense of security here. Trying to get me to go, oh, everything's easy. I don't need the level. And then Misty's going to come through with her Sap Sipper Gastrodon and murk me. Watch her not have it. And again, and Radical Red it's in my head. It's in my head so much that I can't. And I'm preparing for even harder mons than there are. Like, Lieutenant Surge is going to have a Zapdos. I don't know how to counter a Zapdos. I have nothing. Oh no, what are Zapdos' strats? I never fight Zapdos. He's going to have Thunder, and he's going to have Mind Reader Zap Cannon, and he's going to have Judgment. I can't take a Judgment from a Zapdos right now. And then Lieutenant Surge is like, nope, just the Raichu. That's it. Just the Thunderbolt machine. Hiker Franklin, you worked hard. Indeed I did, Hiker Franklin. And then I go into my party, and it's Simba. And then I save the game. And yeah, the episode more or less ends right here. So in the next episode, guys, we're gonna keep leveling up. I'm not gonna do grinding because I want to fight these trainers and not have the team end up super over leveled. So yeah, yes. I checked the Marill stats too, and it does have huge power. It has like 13 attack right now, so there's some work that needs to be done there. But in the next episode, hopefully we'll have the normal commentary back, and I'll have the team. I'll have the outline. The outline of the team done. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed today's episode, please like, comment, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications. It really helps out the channel. I hope to see you in the next episode on Thursday. For now, my friends, farewell.